What's going on, everyone? In today's BookMine Academy video, both Victor and I are going to talk to you about how you can partner with a prep center to make selling books on Amazon via online book arbitrage much easier. But before we get into that, what's going on, Victor?
Hey, Joji, how's it going? We both got them. We both need them. And yeah, we were like looking at all our videos and we're like, what is the video we really need to talk about? We're like, okay, yeah, we really need to hit on prep centers to help us both help the community here.
Yep. This is going to be the one thing that you do that's going to make a giant leap in your business. And the reason for that is because it's going to outsource one of the biggest parts of the things that you need to do, one of the biggest parts of the business. Now, one of the reasons why FBA is so amazing is just the fact that Amazon does all the fulfillment for you, right? They hold all your inventory for you. They'll ship the item to the customer. They deal with returns. They deal with customer support, like all that stuff. That's a lot of work, Victor, right?
Right.
I mean, if we had to do that on our own, like you couldn't go on vacation, like you can
Right.
in the day, like that's
Exactly.
a lot of work and that's automated already. But the thing is, if you've got books at your house and you want to prep this book, and let's say you want to buy 10 books a day, like we recommend, how many books a week is that? 10 books a day?
70 books at least. And that's like the bare minimum.
Yeah,
Just imagine all these books just keep stacking and stacking and stacking up. And
yeah,
that's, for me, it was not the fun part of what we do. Right. If
yeah,
I had to actually prep my own books, I've said this multiple times, I wouldn't be here anymore.
yeah,
That's not the fun part. The fun part is going and finding those golden nuggets on Amazon, finding them through Keepa, finding them on BookMine, and then realizing, okay, buying those books, so much more fun than actually prepping our own books. So like if we could streamline that, I knew it was the way. And so once we both discovered prep centers, we were like, yep, let's go and try to find a prep center and let's work with them.
People would always tell me as well, Joji, the most fun I have is buying books, and then they get the books at their house, and then they just sit there because
Mhm.
it takes extra work for you to actually, take a barcode scanner, scan the back of the barcode, back of the book, the barcode on the back, then put a sticker on it, make sure it's listed at the right price, then put it all in a box, make sure you Tetris the box perfect together, tape it up, put the labels on, drop it off UPS. That's a lot of work. I mean, you're talking, if you want to prep 20, 30 books, I mean, at the minimum, that's going to take you an hour if you're fast, up to 2 hours. And what could you be doing in that 1 to 2 hours besides doing that, Victor, if you didn't have to do the prep?
I'm thinking probably buy more books,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, because we both realized where you make most of your money is sourcing.
Yeah.
That's where the money is made, is sourcing really high profitable books that are currently undervalued that you can sell for their actual value of the book. That's where the value is, not actually prepping the book. So anytime that we're able to go and use our time to source, we should be doing that. And anything else besides that, if we can move that and streamline away, then that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So remember, all that needs to happen for this book to get to Amazon is one simple thing.
Mhm.
That's for someone to take a barcode scanner and scan the back of the barcode, to list it on Amazon, and then print out a SKU and
Just
put it
like
on the
that.
barcode. That's
Yeah.
it. Then this goes into a box, gets shipped off to an Amazon warehouse. That is actually very easy to do. Like, it doesn't take somebody much intelligence to scan the back of a barcode and put a sticker on. That's really easy. I know what's so hard about getting a prep center is this feeling of not knowing whether or not this prep center is going to handle your books properly. Are they going to clean your books? Are they going to, essentially do the things that you would do? Well, Victor and I have been using prep centers for years now, and what we can
Yeah.
tell you is that they're very reliable, at least the two that we use, and that's why we recommend using these two. But at the end of the day, it's not that hard of a job, and so you might as well pay someone else to do it because it'll be faster, it'll be more efficient. You buy back your time so that you can use that time to do the most valuable thing, which is sourcing. So hopefully that makes sense, but that's all that's needed for this book to get there. And I think what we want to do is jump in and just show people the prep centers we use. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, we're going to make this really simple. Actually, I'm going to go first here to our BookMine YouTube channel, and these are the two owners of the prep centers we use. So this is the prep center, Little Owl, and this is Frank. This is
Yeah.
who you use, Victor.
Correct.
And this is
I've
Shanna,
been
man.
I've been using them for about almost 6 years now. So
Right.
he's been really taking care of my books for the 6 years I've been in business.
Awesome. And then Shanna, man, is the owner of Central Virginia Prep.
Yeah.
She's been prepping my books for over 2 years now. And we're going to go live with them on my YouTube channel in a couple days. And by the time this video is edited, that live will already have been done. But what you can do on the BookMine channel is just come to our homepage and then, or I should say, go to the BookMine YouTube channel, then go to live And under live, you'll basically see this as a now recorded video because we were live. It was basically us asking questions to them directly, the audience who was there live asking questions. So it's great for you to actually hear them, get to know who they are a little bit, get to hear other questions that people also had that were probably similar to yours. So just wanted to point that out. But we're going to start with just going to Little Owl. So this is how easy it is. Go to Google, type in Little Owl Prep. And what I think is important to understand is that they are not paying either Victor or me any money to send people to them. We just have been using them for a long time. And to do them a favor, we're just sending them more business. That's right. Right, Victor?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
We're getting nothing for this.
Yeah, we're getting nothing for this. Right. And some might even say, why are you doing this? We might even be potentially messing up our prep center. But in the reality is, both of these people are very advanced at what they do. They're the top of, I would say, the top of the line for prep centers, and they know how to handle logistics. If they have too many people, they'll scale it down, and they also know how to expand. So that's why I'm not really worried about it. So a Little Owl Prep, $1.25 per item. Sorry, that's regular items. We're looking at book prep, $1.50 per book. This is what it all includes. And then also you would need them if you wanted them to list the book for you, which I think you do, Victor, right?
Right. Correct.
Right. That's an additional 35 cents. So essentially you're looking at $1.85 for somebody to do the following. It is to take this book out of a package. So this
out of the box.
Yeah.
Right. Correct.
Comes to you in a box.
Open the box. Take the book out. Yeah.
Take the book out.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Open the pages.
Yeah.
Riffle through it just like you would. Okay. The spine is there. It's sturdy. It's good. The dust jacket isn't thrashed. The pages aren't thrashed. Okay. It's a good book.
Right. Yep.
Boop. Good condition.
Yeah.
Label. Boop. Good in the box. That's about it. That's $1.85.
Put it in the box for you. Correct. Exactly.
And then one important thing to remember is that they are not paying the shipping to Amazon. They're simply charging $1.85 to do exactly what we just did. Then you're gonna have to pay also inbound shipping on top of that. Okay. Now,
and I think it's also good to note, Joji, because I've have had to talk to other prep centers or people have told me about other prep centers saying, well, they're a little bit cheaper than $1.85, but they also charge you these extra little fees. For instance, the box fee, like a new box, when they actually put it in the box, they'll charge you a box fee or prep, to actually ship the books fee and stuff like that. So that when you actually add it all up, Little Owl and Central Virginia Prep are both two of the best priced prep centers out there.
Yep, absolutely. So that would be $1.85 to get every item there. And so one cool thing is that you could just have that in your sort of cost, when you buy a book. And I'll show you that here in a second. Yeah. So we found this Wildflower book on BookMine here. It's a book that just dropped in price. It's $11.79. It looks like this book has sold in the 40 to 50 range pretty easily. It's honestly just not really in stock very often. It's usually at a pretty low offer count. But what I mean is that you would just include this in your sort of your calculator. So if you had SellerAmp, which you don't need, but if you had SellerAmp or if you use any other FBA calculator, what you can do in your total fees is go ahead and put your prep fee. Now I use Central Virginia Prep and the fee's a little bit higher, $225, but you could put $185 here. And what that means is whenever you put in a purchase price and a sales price, for example, we could buy this for $11.79. I think there's a very high likelihood of selling this for about $49.99. We would make a $21 profit, Victor, with the $1.85 taken out, but we wouldn't have to prep it.
Right.
Victor? Now, just to be clear, if you don't prep it, does that mean the book's showing up at your house? Does that mean you're actually touching the book?
Yeah, you're not touching these books. Matter of fact, most people tell me they can't believe that we are having a business where we don't actually touch our own inventory. Like I've sold thousands of books and have touched none of them.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I'm on track again to sell 4,000 books this year. You've probably sold more than 4,000 books already. You haven't touched a single one of them. Right. And so you might look, okay, well, yeah, you're paying your prep center a lot of money. But again, you got to think about the time that you're buying back and how you can use that time to do the most valuable thing in your business, which is the actual sourcing part. Now, one caveat, one thing that I will say is in the beginning, if you're starting up and you don't have a lot of capital, one easy way to save capital is to do your own prep. But again, that's if you have way more time than you have capital. For both Victor and I, we've been lucky enough that we've been doing this long enough that we have way more capital than we have time. So it makes sense to use that capital to buy back our time, but you might actually be in a reverse role where you have less capital and more time. So then I guess this video would be kind of moot, but you could always transition to this later on, right, Victor, when you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you sign up a little owl? Well, we just went to
There's a
Little Owl
button that
Prep.
says sign up.
You click sign up, and you're
Yeah.
going to go ahead and put in your email, your name, your phone number, your Seller Central market name. So if your name is, Crushing Amazon FBA, then you'd put Crushing Amazon FBA. This is your FBA
Yeah.
name, your Amazon name. And then you'd basically say, well, I'm going to do standard book prep for $1.50. And if you also want them to list for you, which I would recommend, then 35 cents as well. Additional information. I love Frank. Next.
Frank's
And
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, and let's see if I can I just put like random stuff in here? Let's see. I don't know if I can. I want to see what the next page is. Cool guy, 27. Let's see. Can I? No. Okay. I need okay. So
Ad.
say
You could just put an ad at the end.
just
Yeah.
test email at gmail.com.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, let's see if we can go to the next.
Frank's gonna wonder what happened to us.
Oh no. Okay. I actually sent him. Okay. It was literally that easy. How do you find out about us? You can
Yeah,
say from BookMine, Joji.
I've told people you can literally sign up in about 5 minutes, as we just showed you here. Literally just fill out this one form and you're with them. That you can start sending them books.
So basically what's going to happen is they're going to contact you, right? And that could take a day or 2 days,
Yeah.
probably. So the point is going through the sign up process, like getting them to see if they want you to, if they want to bring you on as customer. It's really simple. We did that in little like 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
Mhm.
But yeah, wait a day or two. They'll contact you. So make sure you put in the correct email and then you're off to the races, honestly. Now, one thing I want to mention is that we're not going to get into too much of the specifics of prep centers. This video is just talking about generally what a prep center does for you and how to sign up for one. Watch the next video in the BookMine Academy series for a little bit more of the nuanced, nitty-gritty stuff that you need to know about prep centers. So definitely watch that video next. But that's how you sign up for Little Owl Prep. Great company. Yeah, Frank's going to be at the Books and Beyond conference, as will Shanna. But let's go over to Central Virginia Prep. Anything else you want to add real quick about Little Owl Prep? Or
Oh no, actually go to the bottom there of that page. It'll actually give you their address, and that's the actual address you need to send it in. So,
Right here.
basically, Frank's gonna give you that same exact address. Instead of headquarters, you're gonna put your name on top of that. So it'll be like Victor, and then the rest of that address, and that's how they'll know the book is coming from you, right? And they'll be like, okay, that's his books.
Yeah, that's actually
That's
really
pretty much
important. Or yeah, I should have definitely talked about that. So when you go to buy the book, you're not shipping it to your address. Hopefully that was clear. But if it wasn't, you're not shipping it to your address. You're shipping it to this address. If you use Little Owl, the only difference is that your title would either be your name, your full name, or it would either be your Amazon name. One of the two.
Yeah, one of the two. They're good with either one.
Yeah, either one. And that's how simple it is. Now, we're also going to go back to Google and we're going to show you how you can sign up with Central Virginia Prep. You would simply just type in Central Virginia Prep, also named as CVAP, and boom, there's the homepage. And basically, you can see how they do work with used booksellers, and you can go ahead and get started. And same sort of thing. The only difference here is that they're going to charge $2.25 for both the prep and the listing fee. A little bit more expensive. Shanna, I believe, uses, thicker boxes.
Yeah.
And so that's why there's a little bit of an extra cost. But again, I've been using Shanna for the last 2 years. $2.25 really is a very minimal cost when you think about our average selling price. Like, I don't know about you, Victor, but right now my average selling price is like $67. And I don't know what your average selling price is.
But right around $50. So the $2 that they're charging for this is almost nothing for us. It's literally what, less than
couple percentage points.
Yeah.
A couple percentage points. So same thing here. You'd go ahead and fill out your name, your last name, your email address. I'm currently selling books. Send them a message. Hey, I am. Oh, and then also I'm interested in services regarding prep. You would just say something like, hey, I'm an online book arbitrage seller through BookMine, recommended by Joji and Victor that I come here, and boom, click submit. And that's about it. You'll get an email within a couple days. And yeah, that's that. That's literally how simple it is. And again, this next video, we'll talk a little bit more about the nuances of it, but this was just a great video to get you started, to show you that it's very easy to do and that you're capable of doing it. So go do it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
It helps you scale your business. This is probably one of the main things that will really help you scale your business. Besides BookMine, this is next up. Because it'll free so much time to go back onto BookMine and source more books.
Yep. I was traveling, over the summer in Italy and Switzerland. I also just got back from Mexico, so I've been all over the place. I don't have to print my books. So if I had to print my books, that would be much more difficult. But yeah, at scale, you don't want to be prepping 200 books a week at scale. It's just too much time that's taken away from sourcing. So definitely, if you want to scale this up and you want to be putting up the numbers that we recommend, if you want to be buying 10 books a day, this is a necessary step. You might not be there yet, but that doesn't mean you won't be there eventually. So
Mhm.
it's just good information to know otherwise. But any other things you have, Victor, before we leave and go to the next video?
No, just do it. Just
Just do
contact
it.
them and get it done.
All right. Sounds good. See you guys in the next one, and goodbye.